The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
Good evening, everyone, from Bryan Station High School in Lexington. Welcome to another broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod. Tonight, it's the visiting Ballard Bruins against the homestanding Bryan Station Defenders. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Keith Elkins. KJ Jones, who was a defensive back for a state championship male team just a few years ago, is alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer, and Benson Gregory is our camera operator tonight. That is our Glycod crew. And KJ, we've seen two teams. If you just looked at the records, you would think that we don't have two very good teams out there tonight, but that's not the case. These teams have played a really, really tough schedule and are looking to do some good things themselves.
Sometimes numbers can lie at the beginning of the season, and it's all about changing things around. Like you said, they faced some really good competition, so they got their tough stretch out the way and can really turn it around and win some games on the back stretch of the season.
And these are two teams that have built up some tradition as far as appearing in the postseason is concerned. They've had a lot of success toward the end of the year, as you mentioned.
Yeah, both these teams have had success, like you said, at the end of the season. Haven't really got that championship, but both have been very, very close to getting it, and I expect to let them make a run this year, too.
Ballard and Bryan Station tonight at Bryan Station. Earlier in the week, it didn't look very good weather-wise for this game. We thought we were going to get some rain and maybe even some thunderstorms, but after some rain earlier in the day here in Lexington, it has cleared up very nicely. Partly cloudy, but some sunshine breaking through here in the early evening tonight. We've got a very, very comfortable temperature of 75 degrees, a bit of a breeze blowing, and we expect the conditions to be good throughout the evening. So we are hoping for football unaffected and uninterrupted by the weather tonight. The look at tonight's weather forecast is presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment. They offer the right equipment for the right job. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, 1111 Winchester Road. We'll continue with our pregame show in just a moment right here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
A new year means next-level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Gen Z is a stalled generation.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by the Kentucky Army National Guard. Serve your country while going to school or work full-time. Find your fit at nationalguard.com.
Talking with Coach Matt Keene of Ballard, and Coach, you were a part of the program, but now you're calling all the shots as the head coach. How would you describe that experience so far?
So far, transition pretty seamless. We got everybody on staff except for, of course, Coach Morton. But we maintain the staff. A lot of the same verbiage, offensively, defensively. It's nice to be kind of running the show again. But not going to lie, it was good to coach for a couple of years. As head coach, you have everything else other than football. And so, at times that can get a little overwhelming, and you just want to coach ball. And but we've settled in, and midway through the season, so I guess we're kind of rolling now.
Yeah. Now you got a big win last week, a big bounce back win after a couple of tough losses. What did that win mean to your team, and how do you see the players coming out of that win?
We struggled big time the first half. We self-inflicted. We had 102 penalty yards in the first half, and we fixed ourselves at halftime. Had a great second half. A lot to build on with that second half. We felt like 2 weeks ago against Male, we played really well in spurts. That confidence against a good team, like we just got to put things together. We've got to string drives together, defensive stops together. The kids are progressively getting better each week on both sides of the ball. Much like Bryan Station, we've played a pretty good schedule, and so you're just trying to fix things on the fly, and sometimes it's tough against really good teams.
Tell me about some players to watch. Who should we look for Ballard tonight?
We got on the offensive side, Day Thompson. He's kind of our slot receiver. Does a little bit of everything. Pee Wee Irvin, quarterback, and then we got a two-back set with Will Elliott and L.J. Hawker-Smith. We're going to try to maintain possession. Really control the game on the offensive side. On the defensive side, Mari Atkinson, our Mike linebacker, 3-year starter. Our D-line, Brandon Coleman, a senior, he kind of anchors that. On the back end, our safeties, Eli Woods and David Cawley, we're expecting big games out of them. They're slowly maturing, and both juniors, and this is kind of it's a game that I think they're going to have to be physical on the run, and we're going to kind of see how they can play it.
All right, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. And new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, getting ready for tonight's matchup between the Ballard Bruins and the Bryan Station Defenders. Ballard comes in with a mark of 1-2, and Bryan Station, having played championship teams from 3 different classifications to start their season, is 0-3. So both teams still in need of a win, as Ballard got their first last week, a shutout over PRP, but they're looking to continue the upturn there. And of course, Bryan Station wants to get on the winning side of the ledger as well. Tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. Let's go to the keys to the game now. Here's KJ.
Yeah, for Ballard tonight, ball protection to be big. They have 7 turnovers through 3 games, and that's not a recipe for winning. And then better QB play. They've only thrown 2 touchdowns or 4 interceptions, so you got to step it up on that end. And then also keeping the station quarterback in the pocket, James Davis. He's a dual-threat quarterback, but he's better with his legs. He's only completing about 32% of his passes, so you want to keep him in the pocket and make him throw passes from there. And for Bryan Station, you want to put some defensive pressure on Ballard today. They're allowing 38 points per game, so they really have to step it up on the back end there. And then they want to get their star running back, Kalen Washington, going. He has D1 offers, but he only has 1 touchdown on the year, but he has 40 throughout his whole career. And then James Davis just also managing the game. He's not super efficient, but he has 3 pass touchdowns on the year and 1 interception and can make plays with his legs. So that's a guy that you want to just manage the game and just get the offense going.
And KJ, you mentioned the name of Kalen Washington. He is an outstanding running back, offers from Ohio U and Miami, I believe, and a couple of others. So he has piled up 3,500 yards in his high school career. This is a really exceptional back, and he can make a lot of difference in the ballgame, can't he?
He definitely can. He's off to a slow start this season, but a guy with that kind of career, he can definitely take off at any point. So that's a guy I look to have a big game this game and really get it going.
Look for number 1 in green, as that's Kalen Washington of Bryan Station, but a lot of good players to watch in tonight's ball game. This broadcast is authorized by Bryan Station High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. We'll take another break in our pregame show and be back with the Bryan Station coach, Philip Hawkins, in just a minute here on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're here with Coach Philip Hawkins of Bryan Station, and Coach, to say that you've had a tough schedule at the start of the year would be a great understatement, but you've come through against 3 tough teams. You're looking for that first win, but how has your team come through this first early stretch of the schedule?
Well, I think our kids are used to my philosophy, and since I've been here, we've had a really tough road the first 3 weeks of our season, and I think it puts our kids in some tough spots, but it allows us to see where our kids fall, and it allows us to make some changes and to do some things to help coach them to get them a little better. And certainly each year we've I think we've lost our first 2 games or first 3 games 2 years ago, and we're in the semifinals. So we've just used that to build on. And I don't think this is any different. And because we've done that and the kids have seen, us win 10, 11 games in a row at the end of the season, I think they just trust the process and they try to get better every week. And there'll be a time that this team will have all the pieces working, and hopefully we make another deep run.
Mm-hmm. What about priorities this week? Anything in particular that comes to the top of the list as you prepare your team?
Well, since we're playing a brand new quarterback, we had to start a brand new quarterback week 1. Mm-hmm. And when I mean new quarterback, I mean new to being a quarterback. He was a Division I offered wide receiver that we've converted to a quarterback, and so we've spent a lot of energy and time trying to continue to grow him. We learned some things last week that we knew that he's pretty mobile, and now we see that he can be a valuable run piece to our offense. So we've had to maybe do some things a little differently to suit him, but I think that if we keep the game in front of him and this week and make some completions that are easier completions and ask him to do things he's more comfortable with, we'll be a lot better.
Kalen Washington is a special player. I know you've got a lot of good ones on your team, but he draws a lot of attention. Tell me what makes him such a special athlete.
Outside of being a great athlete, he's a good kid. And we want, we all want good kids to have successes. And he's one of those kids. I mean, he works hard every day at practice. He works over the winter. He's very in tune with his body. He understands his strengths and certainly he knows how to run a football. And he's one of those kids, once we get him going in a game, he could explode and have a night. So, the defense has spent a lot of energy on him, and as they should. but we're trying to find ways to continue to let him carry the ball and be successful. But he's meant to run a football, and we get some talented kids as coaches that we turn into running backs. But this kid was raised to be a running back, and he meets all the little physical standards, and he's just a joy to be around.
And finally, what do you have to do to get a win tonight? What's at the top of the list?
Well, I think the top of the list is just, stay within ourselves, eliminate turnovers, bad snaps. The O-line's going to have to step up and do some things. And then our quarterback's going to have to find a way to get these kids the football.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're back at Bryan Station High School, getting ready for the matchup between the Ballard Bruins and the Bryan Station Defenders. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Roosters, a fun, casual place and a great place to watch tonight's game on Glycod. Visit any of their 3 Central Kentucky locations or order online at roosterswings.com. KJ, we've mentioned a few of the individuals that we'll be looking for tonight as the fans look over the starting lineups, but there are some names here to look for, some good athletes on these teams, and we talked a little bit about Kalen Washington, but there'll be some others out there as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of good talent out here tonight. And James Davis, that's the guy I really want to see tonight because, like I said, he's a dual threat quarterback. So that's one name right there I'm also excited to see.
We'll be looking for him. And Ballard, of course, coming off a good win over PRP. So the Bruins have a little momentum going now, too. And we'll get started here in just a few minutes. And we'll take our final pregame break and be back with more in just a moment here on Glycod.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk. They hear you.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football, presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. Tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mathnasium of East and West Lexington, changing lives through math. Roosters, a fun, casual place for wings and more. Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky, Community Action Council, New Vista, Tech 24, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, and Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football. Presented by Bluegrass Community and Technical College.
We're back at Bryan Station, getting ready to start this one tonight. Ballard and Bryan Station here at the home of the Defenders, and both of these teams have played a difficult schedule coming up to tonight's game, but both are looking to put a bunch of wins on the board before this season is over. And KJ, I talked with Coach Hawkins before the ball game and talking about how his team has come out of this stretch of 3 losses, and you're 0-3. Nobody wants to be 0-3, but at the same time, you're playing state champions every week, so you have to figure that the competition will be tough, and he likes the way his kids have bounced back, and also has talked about how they have had this bit of a rough start before because they've always tried to play some tough opponents early in the season. But come November, Bryan Station is usually right there.
Yeah, and it's all about mental toughness and just next game mentality, next play mentality, just bouncing back each week's a new week. So just bring your focus and just bring your all and try to win this week.
So we will get started as the captains shake hands at midfield, and we're just about ready to get underway on what has turned out to be a very nice evening here at Bryan Station after forecasts earlier in the week seemed to indicate that we might get some rain tonight or even some thunderstorms as remnants of the hurricane, but that has not happened. We did get rain earlier in the day, and it was coming down pretty good for a while, but never any real severe weather today, and so now we are looking at a very nice evening and a great evening for high school football. This Bryan Station crowd is ready to make some noise in support of the Bryan Station Defenders under Coach Philip Hawkins, the veteran coach. In his 5th season at Bryan Station, he's got a record of 42 wins and 14 losses, a career mark of 74-51. He had coached at Doss and Apollo before coming to Bryan Station. They were 6A semifinalists in 2022, and Coach Hawkins also was the head coach of the West team in the January 2024 All-American Bowl, high school all-star game in San Antonio. So he rightfully has earned a reputation inside and out of Kentucky as one of its outstanding football coaches, and he has certainly built this program up here at Bryan Station, and they are expecting some good things despite the 0-3 start, and Ballard as well. They've got a long playoff history and doing well under their new coach, Coach Matt Keene. He was a part of the program the last couple of years. He's been a head coach before, but he is in his first year as the head coach at Ballard. So it's a situation where you have a new coach, KJ, but at the same time he's part of the staff. It's not like you're going around introducing yourself to everybody.
Yeah, so he definitely has some ties already been in there. So yeah.
So we'll get set for the kickoff. Ballard in the white jerseys tonight, the black pants. Bryan Station in the black jerseys with the green numerals and the gold helmets here at Bryan Station at R.L. Grider Stadium. Welcome to the north side, it says, on the opposite side from where we are. Bryan Station on the north side of Lexington. And we are set to go for football here at Bryan Station tonight as Abbott gets ready to kick off for Ballard.
And although both these teams' records are under 500, I think we're in for a good one tonight, Keith.
Colton Abbott with the kick. And the ball goes through the hands of the receiver and into the end zone. So they'll start at the 20-yard line. Bryan Station, quarterbacked by James J.D. Davis. Looks to the sideline before they get things set up. See Monte Ashford out there. Look for him at wide receiver. There's the snap and the handoff. Kalen Washington with the carry. We expect to see that a lot tonight, KJ.
For sure, and Bryan Station coming out in the split back right there, and right off the bat going to Washington. I think their game plan is to get him going.
He picks up a couple of yards. 20 on the 23 now. We'll call it 2nd and 7. Washington, Kalen Washington, nicknamed Jaws. That's what they know him as around the Bryan Station program. And the snap, and Davis throwing, and got his man. That's Adams up of the close to the first down yardage, beyond first down yardage at the 32.
And Adams just found that soft spot in the zone and just sat down, and really good pass right there. And a good first down for Bryan Station.
First down for the defenders, and they're at about the 32.5-yard line. So a good pass from Davis to Adams. Good hands, and gathered it in for the first down.
Really good start right here for Bryan Station. 2 positive plays to start off the game.
Here's the snap. There's Washington again, and he crosses the 35, 36-yard line right down there in front of the station football tent as he picks up the gain on the first down, about 4. So about 2nd and 6 from the 36-yard line.
Coming out in the split back again there and just going with the inside zone to Washington and doing a good job staying ahead of the sticks. Pick up about 4 right there on first down.
Washington with several Division I offers. This time they have Adams out to the left, and here's the snap. Davis wants to throw, has some pressure now, takes it himself and gets up to about the 33, 34-yard line. So it looks like a little bit of a loss that time with the third down play coming.
And Davis wanting to drop back right there. There's really good coverage right there by the Ballard defense. And you've seen he try to take off there, but really good job by the Ballard defense pursuing to the ball and keeping them to a short gain.
So it's third down and just about 6. So was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. James Davis, 6'1", 180, and a senior.
And the Ballard defense going to have to stay on Davis there because he can break off for a long one at any point.
Third down play coming for Bryan Station. They earned 1 first down in this drive. He's going to throw. Got his man out near the first down marker across the 40 to about the 42.
And it looks like Adams again there, just finding that soft spot in the zone again.
Tayshawn Adams, a 6'3 junior. 6'3, that's a good target, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That's a quarterback's favorite right there when he has a nice big receiver that he can throw the ball to.
So Bryan Station on the move. A couple of nice completions for Davis in this drive. And, of course, he's always can rely on Washington to get him some yardage on the ground. The snap to him, a high one. Pulls it back down, gets it to Washington, who gets up across the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
And Ballard going to Washington on every first down here just because he's picking up some good yardage. But it looked like the Ballard defense knew it was coming, but Washington still able to pick up a few good yards there.
Now, Kalen Washington listed at 5'8" and 210. So he has got that, as they used to say, a low center of gravity, but certainly a lot of power in his running style, and tough one to bring down.
Definitely hard being that short and being that big. Like, definitely hard for defenders.
Second down, about 6 to go. at the 46. Bryan Station on the move, and that ball got away just a moment, but it looks like Davis was able to scoop it up.
Just a bit of miscommunication right there and a fumbled snap.
So now they'll go to third down, and the ball at the Bryan Station 44. So their drive, at least for the moment, stalls. They'll have to make a big third down play now. That time they didn't really get going with the play as the ball was on the ground quickly, and Davis just had to get it back.
And I would expect them to go back to Adams right here on third down as they have the previous 2 third downs.
He's looking, and he's throwing long down the right side, and the catch is made inside Ballard territory down near the 29-yard line. And I believe it is Adams again, isn't it?
Yeah, and again, Adams. It looked like on the first third down he had a little hitch route. On the second third down he had kind of a drag, and there it looked like a seam route. And nice high ball so that it's away from the defender, and Adams doing a good job high pointing the ball and bringing that down for the first down.
So Tayshawn Adams having a big first series, 6'3", 190-pound junior.
And we can tell from the first drive here who the defenders are trying to get the ball to. Washington and Adams, they're 2 big playmakers.
Here's a snap again, a high one. This time they are waiting for Washington, and he is hit hard and dropped in the backfield. And Ballard defense right on top of him.
And I'd like to see the defenders mixing up a little bit. Ballard knew exactly what was coming on that play as they went to that halfback zone on the previous first downs.
Lamar Hockersmith in there on the stop for the Bruins. 6:25 to go first quarter, no score. Bryan Station on the move with the first possession of the game. Second down now and a long 11 for the defenders after a good defensive play by Ballard in that Bryan Station backfield. Now the snap and the hand coming across. Not much there again. They're waiting for him right in the middle.
And a jet sweep into the boundary, just not much room to go right there. Good job by the Ballard defense collapsing and making the tackle there for a loss.
Haskins with the carry. No gain on the play, so now a third down play, and they are at the 32-yard line. So about a 3rd and 12 coming up for Bryan Station. A timeout is called, and we'll take a break right here. 5:41 to go first quarter. No score. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Bryan Station on the move, but their drive again has stalled, at least as far as third down, and so it's third down and 11. Big play here, KJ. We've seen Adams be the go-to man, but we know that Davis can put it up there, and that'll be something they'll have to go to most likely on 3rd and 11 here.
Yeah, and I would expect Ballard to maybe do a quarterback spy right here with Davis being so mobile with his legs, and I expect them to key in on Adams also, as that's who he's went to on the previous 3 third downs.
Defenders ready to go now on about 3rd and 12. A high snap. He has to tap that ball back to himself and runs out of room. Big play in the backfield by Ballard as they capitalize on the bobbled snap there. Damon Jackson is the defender there. I say defender, the Ballard defender who made the play on Bryan Station's quarterback Davis. 6-footer, 175-pound junior, and he got in there quickly.
He did, and that high snap right there just kind of threw off the time of the play, and really good job right there by Jackson getting in the backfield and containing him, not letting him escape to make a big play with his legs.
We got a conference going on with the officials over here near the Bryan Station sideline. So let's see what's going to happen here. This would have moved the situation to a fourth down situation, but we'll wait and see what transpires. No flag. I think he disregarded it. So that would be 4th and 11. Officiating tonight being done by referee Raymond Lightfoot. Umpire David Snyder. Headlines with Maurice Walker. Line judge Aaron Haney. Back judge Gene White. Side judge Zach Whitaker. And the field judge is Joseph Emmerman. So now a 4th down situation for Bryan Station, but they are at the 37-yard line now. Looks like about a 4th and 17.
And I feel like this may be just to get them off sides. Not too many plays in the playbook for 4th and long here.
They're going to put it in play. Here goes Davis. Scrambling to get some room. Lets it go. Nice long throw, but it is batted down and incomplete. He got some air under that one and got it down near the end zone, but that'll turn the possession over to Ballard for the first time tonight.
And again, looking for Adams there. Just really good defense right there by the Ballard Bruins, and way to get a turnover on downs.
So Ballard stops the drive of Bryan Station, the opening drive that took us all the way down to the 4:32 mark in the first quarter, but the defenders come up empty on this one. We're still scoreless. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter tonight, but we saw a little bit of, as you said, KJ, the points of emphasis for Bryan Station tonight. Washington and Adams definitely on that first drive.
Yeah, those are two guys I expect them to go to the whole game. Those are their big playmakers, as we can tell from that first drive there. And let's see what Ballard can put together here on their first offensive possession.
Larry Irvin, the Ballard quarterback, a very athletic quarterback, 32 out of 57 passing, 388 yards. And the handoff. Straight ahead, not much there.
And a lot of nice moves right there by, looked like Elliott on the run. Just not too many places to go right there. Good job collapsing by the Station defense.
We'll see Will Elliott carry the ball quite a bit for Ballard tonight. He's on the season, 26 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown, wearing number 3. .58", 140-pound freshman.
And that really says a lot about how good Elliott is, starting running back as a freshman.
Very highly regarded. Tough to break into significant playing time. Now here is Irvin looking, and he's throwing deep, and that one is picked off down near the 30-yard line, 35, 40, and tackled at about the 46-yard line. Bryan Station in business following the pick. Kamani Barber with the interception. And he brings it back, and now the defenders are back in business again.
Not really sure what Irvin's seen right there. Looks like he's trying to hit his guy on the post route, but double covered right there. And good job by Barber picking it off, undercutting the pass.
Yeah, they had 2 Bryan Station defenders right there. And were able to make the interception. We see that Irvin no doubt can throw it deep, but he didn't have a man open that time. The defenders pick it off, and now with 3:31 to go, they are back with the football near midfield. 47-yard line in Bryan Station territory. Here is Davis looking and firing out to the right side, and it is incomplete, but a flag flies in.
And a lot of high snaps here to start off the game, and that one also almost picked off. Triple coverage right there. Looks like number 30, David Cawley, almost on the interception. We also have a flag out there. And as you can tell from the start of this game, Adams is favorite receiver over there. It's a guy he really believes in. He threw in a triple coverage right there.
They're going to march off the penalty, and they'll put it inside the 37-yard line. An interference call, pass interference call against Ballard. So Bryan Station advances on the penalty, and now they're down inside the 40. Another high snap. Hands it to Washington, looking for room outside, and then gets it back in.
And Washington there on the outside zone, making a good cut up inside. But, yeah, those high snaps, that's something that come back to bite you at the end of the game. The center really has to get those snaps down.
Yeah, he's able to gather them in, but it just throws everything, it throws the timing off, doesn't it?
It does.
We will take a break here with 3:08 to go in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. We'll be right back on Glycod.
New year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station, no score in this ball game, and a player shaken up for Ballard, Elijah Woods, a veteran defensive back, a junior, 6'1", 165, is now back on his feet, but walking slowly toward that Ballard sideline. We hope he's okay. He'll be able to return to action soon, but he's going to be out for the time being as the defenders have it now. Second down and about 5. Ball situated at the 33-yard line in Ballard territory as Bryan Station tries to get on the board first. Goes Adams out to the left. And Davis again has to bring down a high snap, tries to tuck it under, but he is thrown down for a loss back around the 40-yard line. I think that was Jones, maybe they got in there, Javion Jones.
And that Ballard defense doing a good job keeping that contained this game. They know how much of a threat that Davis is on the run, so doing a good job keying in on him.
The ball back, they mark it at the 38 now is where his progress took him. So third down and about 9 from the 38-yard line, coming up on the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Neither team able to get on the board just yet. Bryan Station has dominated the possession time, but have not been able to push it across. Here is Davis back to throw, looking, being chased. Trying to get out from behind that pocket, and now he does, and gets down toward first down yardage inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line. So Davis quick on his feet.
And yeah, we see his big playability right there. Looks like he was being chased from behind by number 11, Brandon Coleman, still able to get there, and Davis using his quick feet to get out and pick up a big gain.
On the 27-yard line. 27-yard line. First down and 10. Inside 2 minutes in the first quarter. Bryan Station again on the move. Snap to Davis. They give it to Washington, and not much room, and they are swarming on him. They are keying on him, aren't they?
Yeah, just not much room to go there. Had about 5 defenders in his face right when he got the ball, so the fact he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So from the 28-yard line, and now second down and 10 plus. So Ballard's defense has stiffened as Bryan Station moved it down the field. You see Monte Ashford out to the right for the defenders. Davis flanked by a couple of backs. Here's the snap, and here's the give, and around the right side. And a short gain up to about the 20-yard line.
Coming out in the 2 halfback set right there to have a lead blocker, and good block right there by Washington. Can't tell who it was on the run, but really good run right there. Would have cut it back up inside and pick up some good yardage.
So the clock is going to continue to run now. We'll come to the end of the first quarter. Bryan Station threatening, but we have no score. A good battle here at Bryan Station High School. Ballard at Bryan Station. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter with no score on the board. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Underway in the second quarter. 3rd and 2 from the 20-yard line in Ballard territory. Bryan Station on the march. Now we're set to go to start the second quarter. Davis again has to jump for the snap. Takes off with it. Dodges a couple of Ballard players, but then they're on it. And now that ball is free and bouncing around. It's all the way back out at the 40-yard line. They're still scrambling for it. Back to the 35-yard line, and a lot of players touch that football.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a play like that. I think I've maybe seen about 7 fumbles on that play right there.
It looked like Ballard was going to get a breakaway run, and the ball got away again.
And then it got away again and again and again.
Yes.
That wild play right there.
So we'll see how they spot that. And
that ball can be kind of hard to get sometimes, so I have to do the drills and practice working on fumble recovery, because when it's bouncing around, it can be really hard to pick up.
So Ballard has recovered, although it took a while to figure it out. So the Bruins are now on the offense at the 36-yard line in their own territory. Short gain off to the left side, and that's up to about the 40-41.
Ballard coming out in the pistol formation here, and with the simple halfback dive right there. That Station defense has been really good on the run to start off this game here so far.
Second down, 7 for the Bruins. Irvin as Barnett in motion to the left, and now activity along the line.
Looked like a bit of a hard count right there, and you just got to watch the ball as the defender. Looked like number 5, Brunley Fawn on the offsides there.
So that'll cost Bryan Station 5. Second down at about 2 coming up as they are at the 45-yard line. That is Hockersmith in the backfield, along with Irvin, the junior quarterback. He turns, hands it to Hockersmith again. He breaks out around the left side, got some room this time. Down the sideline he goes, and finally is pushed out of bounds, well into Bryan Station territory.
And doing a good job right there by Hockersmith, just getting to that outside and beating the contain and picking up some good yards, and you see the burst of speed there at the end.
Now the Bruins on the move. No score in our ball game. They're at the 41-yard line in Bryan Station territory.
Really been a defensive game here to start off so far.
Irvin, the quarterback, takes it, hands it off. There is Hockersmith again. And he is pushed out of bounds this time, just inside the 40-yard line, about the 39.
And Ballard staying consistent with that run to start the game here, and if it's working, just keep going to it, picking up some good yardage.
Russell, Clark, Thompson, Kamara along that line for Ballard. Bruins come out now, 2nd and 8 from about the 39-yard line. Here's the snap and the pitch to Thompson, and he is stopped right there.
And it looks like Ballard tried to go with a little bit of trickery right there, bringing Thompson on the motion and trying to come back to it on the reverse. But good job right there by the station defense, sniffing it out and tackle him in the backfield for a loss.
Dalen Thompson, a quick player used on returns. He's 5'7", 145, and that time, though, Bryan Station's defense was ready. And now they are back to 3rd and 12. The ball at about the 43-yard line in Bryan Station territory. So let's see what they do on 3rd and 12. Here's Irvin, flips it right across the middle. Tried to hit the receiver at about the 45, but incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Looks like maybe trying to go to a screen right there, but the play just blown up right there by the defender defense. Can't tell who got back there on the play. It looks like maybe Marcus Owens or Samarian Williams, one or two. But good job getting back there and blowing it up. Or maybe James Johnson, I think it was. The way to get off the field here for the station defense and get the ball back to their offense.
Abbott to punt. He's standing about his 43-yard line. Bringing in Haskins back, and there is the kick. Get it over toward the left side. That one's going to bounce and go out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
And a good punt right there for the Bruins. Took a nice bounce there at the end, pinning them back inside the 15.
Barnett on the punt for Ballard. .11 to go, second quarter. And no score in the ball game. Bryan Station back on the offense. The ball is at the 13-yard line in Bryan Station territory. The handoff to Washington. And
another halfback dive right there to Washington. Just hasn't been able to find much running room. That Ballard defensive line's really stepped up here to start off the game and really doing a good job containing. Both defenses here starting off the game have really done good containing the run. We've seen Station drive the ball a few possessions, just unable to come up with points at the end.
Yeah, they've been pretty effective in moving it down the field. But Ballard's defense has stiffened when it's had to, and we've still got a scoreless ball game with 8.5 minutes clock running. Second quarter. James J.D. Davis, new to the quarterback position. Having to learn on the fly here. There's Washington again, and several Ballard Bruins in on that stop.
And it looks like they try to get the Ballard defense off guard and kind of fake the jet sweep and get the ball to Washington, but still that Ballard defense staying stout and stopping Washington for a short game.
Jamison Swift in there on the stop. By the way, Woods, who was shaken up earlier in the game, is playing now, so that's a good sign for Ballard and for everyone. So it'll be a third down play coming up. They need about 4. Davis waits for it and kind of almost drew him off sides there on the count.
Hard count right there. Looked like they may have drew him off sides twice. Just maybe didn't cross the line of scrimmage.
Is there a timeout called? Okay, Bryan Station takes a timeout, and that comes with 7:21 to go, second quarter. No score in the ball game, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
The road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Bryan Station High School, Keith Elkins along with KG Jones, Jackson Miller, our producer, and Benson Gregory on camera for tonight. And we welcome you to our game. Hope you've been with us all along and enjoying the scoreless battle between Ballard and Bryan Station here at Bryan Station High School. Bryan Station looking for its first win on the season after losses to three very tough teams. And Ballard 1-2 after dropping its first two. Defenders on the move. Gives around the outside, and I think that was Haskins that took it.
And really good job right there getting to the outside, just beating the defensive contain and picking up some nice yardage. And you see why he's had over 40 career touchdowns right there on a run like that. Just a little bit of a seam, and he's taking advantage of it and breaking away.
Clock under 7 minutes now, second quarter. Bryan Station now with a first down at the 35-yard line. Up under center this time. And the toss out to the left. He's got his receiver near the sideline, up beyond the 41-yard line.
And it looked like number 10, Monte Ashford, on a quick hitch to the boundary right there, and good catch and timing right there.
So Ashford with the catch, Monte Ashford.
And I really like how Bryan Station stays ahead of the sticks on first down, bringing up second and manageables. Really open up the playbook here.
So second down and 4 for the defenders. And Washington takes it, gets to the 45, 46-yard line. He's got first down yardage.
And Washington with the halfback stretching to the boundary right there and lowering her shoulder right there at the end.
First down for Bryan Station. They've got a first down now at their 46-yard line. They've gone to the air successfully to Adams, but they've been doing it well on the ground too, grinding it out. Some gains, not particularly long runs, but long enough to get them keep possession of the ball.
And Station really balanced on offense. Like I said, it's unable to come away with the points, but they put together a lot of nice drives here to start off the game.
Working under center again, and now fires out to the left. Got his man at the 50-yard line.
And a nice flat route right there to Barnett, and again, just staying ahead of the sticks on first down, so bringing up second and manageable, third and short. Really nice game plan here for Bryan Station.
Now at midfield. Second down and about 6 for the defenders. For a guy who hasn't played quarterback very much, Davis has a lot of composure back there, it seems like.
He definitely does, and I really like the game plan that Stations came out with here, just throwing short routes, just getting nice short runs.
He's looking, he slipped and got back to his feet, and now he goes down at about the 46.
And it looked like he may have went down the first time there, just not called down, and Ballard able to get the second sack there, though.
So now they're at the 46-yard line, and coming up now on a third and long, 3rd and 10 for the defenders.
And it's just been that one mistake for the defenders here starting off the game, putting together a good drive, and then just a play like that on second down, just pushing you back behind the sticks. Coming out here in a bunch set right here are the defenders.
Here's the snap, and the run to the left side, and that one is not going to net much.
Going back to the run there on the 3rd and long, really kind of questionable call there for such a distance to go, but really good job by the Ballard Bruins getting to the ball there and bringing up a 4th down.
So it does bring up a 4th down. Hannon, the kicker. And now we're going to get a timeout. Whistles are blown. Well, Ballard's defense has risen to the occasion when they needed to, KJ. The statistics will show that Bryan Station's gained a lot more yards, but they have done the job when they had to. We need to take a break here as they have a timeout on the field, and 3:40 to go in the second quarter of play. No score on the board. We'll be right back on Glycol.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back now following the punt by Hannon, and he was going for a short punt over to the left of the return man, KJ, but he got a great bounce, and now they're going to be backed up. Ballard is, it looks like.
And I think that's one that Dalen Thompson wishes he had back right there, which he would have caught that one, because cost the team a lot of yardage right there, pinning them back deep and inside the 10-yard line here to start the drive.
So Hannon with a good kick. He has that style where it looks like he's not really putting the leg to it. It's a very easygoing type style, but he's been a very effective kicker.
Some nice kicks here and really making it hard on that Ballard offense starting off.
The ball at the, looks like about the 3 down there, maybe the 2. So Ballard will try to work out of that hole. Bruins take the field behind quarterback Larry Urban. Ballard got their win over PRP. That was last week. Here's the snap and the give to the running back, and he's got just a short yardage. It's Hockersmith, and they just wanted to get out of the shadow of the goal line right there.
It looks like they came in the I formation right there in a heavy set, and not really sure if Station was ready for that one, but good game right there for Hockersmith.
Well, second down at about 5. No score in our game as we get in the late stages of the second quarter. Urban, the junior quarterback, sends Thompson in motion and now hands it off, and that is Elliott, and around the outside he goes, and he's got some room down that sideline, and he gets him out of the hole that time up near the 35-yard line, out of bounds in that general area.
And the Bruins have had a lot of success running to the outside over there on the boundary. And nice run right there by Elliott, and just showing his burst of speed and just outrunning the whole defense. Good angles right there by Station, and I let him break off the.
And he was stopped, as it turns out, back at the 31, going out of bounds. And so that puts Ballard in much better shape at the 31. First and 10 for the Bruins at that point. Here is Barnett, number 4 on the move, and now the handoff, and Elliott again takes it, and he's up to the 35.
Going back to the halfback dive right there. Good job by Elliott, just picking up yards on first down right there.
He only had 26 carries on the season and over the 100-yard mark as in terms of his season total coming into this game. Second down play, about 7. Here is Urban looking, and fires past his receiver, who was up at about the 44-yard line. That is Thompson he was going for.
And Urban did a quarterback rollout right there, trying to get him on the edge, looking for Thompson on the out route right there. Just really good coverage by the Station defense. Just Ballard hasn't really been able to establish the pass to start off this game so far. That just shows credit to the Station defense.
So 2 minutes to go in this first half. No score in the ball game. A third down play coming up, 3rd and 7 for Ballard. See what the Bruins do here.
And it looks like no safety over top, so I'd assume the Station's bringing the blitz here.
Here is the quarterback, Urban, on the move now after not being able to find a receiver, and he stopped well short of first down yardage at about the 35, 36-yard line. So Ballard will come up to a 4th down situation as Urban didn't have a whole lot of time back there but couldn't find anybody and had to take off.
And this Station defense has stepped up to the challenge to start this game off. Just Ballard's able to get a few good runs, but other than that, just not much success at all.
We'll take a short break. We'll keep it right here as we are scoreless with 1:45 to go in the first half. If you're Ballard, I mean, you got to be a little bit frustrated on the offensive end. They need to get something done. On the other hand, they're very much in the ball game. It's anybody's game at this point, but they do need to get that attack going, don't they?
They do, and how the game's going, I think maybe the first one to score a touchdown may win this game. Neither one of these teams super productive offenses, but I expected maybe each team to maybe get a few points here. But like I said, both defenses have really just stepped up to the challenge to start the game off here.
And we've seen those high snaps tonight. Any little mistake like that, any fundamental mistake could be really, really big in a close ball game like this. Those takeaways and giveaways to this point, Ballard -5 in that category, and Bryan Station is -2 in that category with 5 turnovers and getting 3 from their opponents. So the turnover could be a big statistic in this game. But right now we're approaching halftime as Ballard attempts to get on the board.
And as you said about the high snaps, I feel like Station maybe just a high snap away from a touchdown here because that just throws off the timing of all the plays. They've been able to move the ball, just unable to score the ball.
Well, they were trying to get a offside penalty there, drawing them offsides. And now Ballard takes the timeout with 1:45 to go, and so we'll see them, we think anyway, deliver a punt this time with 4th and 7 at their 34-yard line. Bryan Station will get one more chance, it appears, before halftime to go on the offense, and we would figure that Tayshawn Adams, who we saw a lot of early in the ball game, they'll have to keep an eye on him, won't they?
Yeah, for sure.
So Adams had a couple of good catches early, and of course they have Washington as well, who can break a run at any time, although Ballard has been pretty successful in containing him so far. So.
And both those two guys, Adams and Washington, both have had some big games so far. Washington with a really good first quarter, or Adams with a very good first quarter, but the Ballard defense kind of keying in on him after that.
Barnett, the punter, stands back at about his 22-yard line. Haskins and Green waiting for Bryan Station. A high kick, but not too long. It does get a Ballard bounce. Goes down beyond the 35-yard line to about the 32. Not quite to the 32, and we'll see where they spot it, but it'll be Bryan Station's ball in their own territory with 1:32 to go in the second quarter. No score in the game, and let's see what the defenders will try to do to put some points on the board before halftime. So J.D. Davis, the quarterback for Bryan Station, getting some instruction from the sideline. Defenders break the huddle. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line in Bryan Station territory. Here's the snap he's going to throw, and he fires out to the right side, going for Adams, but it's incomplete.
And again, going to Adams right there. Looked like try to hit him on the short hitch route right there. And I think Adams had a touchdown on his mind before he brought in the ball.
So the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, not quite to the 35-yard line, so spotting it at the, we'll call it the 34 with first and 10, make it 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. And 1:29 left in this first half.
I'd really like to see Davis try to get some of his other guys involved here. Keying in on Adams on a lot of plays.
Here is the snap to Davis, and he is running out to his right now, being chased, pressure on, and he's going to take it himself on out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
He was chased out of the pocket there, and I think he made the right